And I'm not nearly as depressed as I sound in my song. This is where we get to act out all our fantasies on the stage, you know. I'm just going to take a little break to do a song that's not on the new record. I have 10 records and some side projects. I only brought the new one, but you couldn't even get this on a record anyways. It's so new it's not on a record. I guess I could have scrapped everything I'd done and added this to the record at great expense, but I'm not Neil Young, so I left it off the record. Yeah, well, I didn't actually really want to sell it. Sometimes, when people say certain things, cultural critiques, the first kind of way they get discredited is they say, oh, they're just trying to sell books, or they're just trying to sell, records or whatever. So I figured, well, if I didn't sell it, then at least no one could say that about the song. So I'm not selling it. It's available for free on my website, and I'll tell you, if you're interested about that, I can tell you afterwards how to find it. But I'll just sing it for you here. I love singing this song mainly because it just makes me feel slightly less powerless, given all the kind of headlines that tend to wash over us. So I'll sing it for you now. Hopefully it does a little bit of that for you too. It's called By Degrees. When I take a look around me, sometimes I wish I was blind. Feels like something sacred's dying, one headline at a time, and I can't tear myself away. No, I just stare in disbelief. You can learn to live with anything when it happens by degrees. And I've seen every head bowed down as if lost in private prayer. I've seen the phones in every hand, seen the long and vacant stares of souls gone numb, thumbing through each ceaseless changing feed. You can learn to live with anything when it happens by degrees. And I've seen talking heads shout back and forth across some great divide against a map of red and blue, points of view so cut and dried. But when you look into the mirror, what color country do you see? Where you can learn to live with anything when it happens by degrees. And I've seen the flags at half-staff as the nation mourned and moaned. I've seen the stars and bars flying proud above the State House dome. For the Charleston night we sing, I once was blind, but now I see. We can learn to live with anything when it happens by degrees. And I've seen little hands on little shoulders, children in line. I've seen them led away from school as the shots rang out inside, and I thought something had to change, but somehow it's become routine. We can learn to live with anything when it happens by degrees. And I've seen sadness seep into my heart each day a little more, this darkness growing so familiar. funny. I can't recall what came before. My children's faces filled with questions, looking up expectantly. And I don't know what to tell them. No, I can't bring myself to tell them that you can learn to live with anything when it happens by degree.